This show has been brought to you by sacredapparel.net. The homie Twink and the crew over there are always coming up with the latest fashions. The tees, the hoodies, and the hats. Right now, they got a store-wide sale going on. Everything 20% off. This would be a great time to pick up a hoodie. Everything 40% off. Regular price $40, now they $25 a hoodie. And the dope thing that I like about Sacred Apparel, they got tees for the big homies. So go check them out, sacredapparel.net, a clothing store for the ladies and gentlemen that choose to live sacred. You dig?
You're listening to the TheShowLab Producer Podcast, where we talk about nothing but producer stuff. You dig?
Are you looking for those heavy trap bangers? Then you definitely need to holler at Rock House Music, specialized and known for those bending 808s. You may have heard his recent work on K-Drama's The 8 album. So if that's the sound you're going for, holler at my man Anthony over at Rock House Music. You can check out his beats on SoundCloud at www.soundcloud.com/IamRockhouse. Again, that's www.soundcloud.com/IamRockhouse. Rock House Music, home of the bending 808s. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you a producer or artist that is lacking confidence in your music? Well, now you can get your music critiqued by our industry vet. The Amazing Beat Critique by producer vet, The Amazing SB. Get your one-on-one video consultation via Skype or FaceTime. Submit 3 beats or 3 songs, and he will provide feedback and any questions that you may have pertaining to your music or the industry. So contact The Amazing SB today at amazingbeatcritique@gmail.com. Again, that's amazingbeatcritique@gmail.com. Contact him and book your session today.
Yo, this is
Surface,
and you're listening to the TheShowLab Producer Podcast with my homie Marv. Keep it locked.
Are you working on a project and you're looking for your next banger? Well, check out the team over at SoundHbeats.com. Looking for a variety of production? Well, the homie Ray and the crew over there can take care of all of your musical needs. They got exclusives, leases, and they got a clearance sale over there. Are you an artist on a budget? Well, now they are offering bulk discount prices on their lease beats. So what you waiting on? Head on over to SoundHbeats.com and pick up your banger today. Christian music, all heart, SoundHbeats.com.
Yo, what's good? This is Young Joshua, and you're listening to the TheShowLab Producer Podcast with my man Marv. Keep it locked.
You are listening to the TheShowLab Producer Podcast, the podcast that's strictly for producers.
This show has been brought to you by sacredapparel.net. The homie Twink and the crew over there are always coming up with the latest fashions. The tees, the hoodies, and the hats. Right now, they got a store-wide sale going on. Everything 20% off. This would be a great time to pick up a hoodie. Everything 40% off. Regular price $40, now they $25 a hoodie. And the dope thing that I like about Sacred Apparel, they got tees for the big homies. So go check them out, sacredapparel.net, a clothing store for the ladies and gentlemen that choose to live sacred. You dig? Yo, 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 yo. What up, man? This your boy Marv from Obese, man. You are listening to the TheShowLab Producer Podcast, where we talk about nothing but producer stuff. You dig? How y'all doing today for this Tuesday evening, afternoon, wherever you at? I'm good, man. Got a real good show today. This is our 10th episode. Our 10th. 1-0. Our 10th episode, man. I am so grateful and thankful to be doing this, man. Man, I just happened to look up and realize that it's our 10th episode. So, man, shouts out to everyone that's been tuning in and listening to us, man, and rocking with your boy. Hope that we're doing something great for the producer community. So, yeah, man, I am grateful for the 10th episode of the TheShowLab Producer Podcast, man. We got a good show today. I got my homeboy, and he is my homeboy, Billy Blass from maschinemasters.com. He is the co-founder of maschinemasters.com. For all the producers that may follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc., you know, I'm a big fan of the Ghetto Gospel Samples, where he is the creator of the Ghetto Gospel volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to be talking about Volume 5. You can go over to maschinemasters.com and pick those mugs up exclusively. So we got him on the show today, man, and we're going to be talking to him just about what he's doing and what Machine Masters is doing as a community. For those that also may not know, I am a part of the Machine Masters team. I do product review, and it's been a good run, man. It's been great working with Blass and my homeboy AG. Shout out to AG. He's the owner as well of MachineMasters.com. So got a great show coming up. But you know me, man. I got to start off with the scripture. And today the scripture is going to be Matthew 6:31 through 34. And it reads, "Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that you need of all these things. But seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything shall be added unto you. Therefore take no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the days is the evil thereof." And that was Matthew 6:31 through 34. And you know, I find myself sometimes, you know, when I get up early in the morning, I'm thinking about, okay, how I'm gonna make some money, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna get some groceries, how I'm gonna pay this bill, I'm gonna pay that bill. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, that's the first thing that pops up that's on my mind when I wake up. And then sometimes I found myself where that's the last thing on my mind before I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But Jesus was saying, hey, man, don't worry about all those things. Don't worry about those things. I got you. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, seek my kingdom and my righteousness. Seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything will be added unto you. You know what I'm saying? And it motivates and it encourages me to because I have to go back to that scripture every now and again. You know what I'm saying? I have to go back to it a lot, because my mind is always racing and running on how I'm gonna do this and how I'm gonna do that, man. And believe it or not, man, worrying is a sin. You know what I'm saying? Worrying is unbelief. You know what I'm saying? That is not God ain't into the worrying thing. You know what I'm saying? He's into us trusting him and believing that he's going to work everything out. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an encouraging word, man. Hey, and especially as men, you know what I'm saying, with families and stuff, we are always in hustle mode. You know what I'm saying? But we have to be able to tone it down, have to bring it down. Now, we got the grind. We got to do that. We got to take care of our family, but it shouldn't be to the point where that's the only thing on our minds. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he said, take no thought for tomorrow. For tomorrow is a sufficient of enough. Hold on, I don't even want to misquote it. It says, take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. We worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't even here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's just the human nature, man. But thank God for his word, man. Thank God that he said, man, that, hey, I take care of the sparrows. You know what I'm saying? The birds, they fly around. They be outside pooing on our cars and everything. But they be up in them trees with no worries. They know they got some worms or something that they gonna eat. You dig? In the same way, man, God said, if I take care of the sparrows, man, well, I'm not gonna think less of my children. You dig? You dig what I'm saying? So, hey, man, let's keep that in mind and know that God always got our back. And that's the scripture for the day, man. That's, again, Matthew's chapter 6, verse 31 through 34. Yeah, like I said, man, we got a good show coming up. I'm real excited about talking to my homeboy Blass, man. The dude is he is the Chop Lord. I think that's his Twitter handle, the Chop Lord. he's definitely the man when it comes to the sample. So we're gonna be talking to him in a few minutes, and yeah, we're gonna have a good show today, man. You've been listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, where we talk about nothing but producer stuff. You dig? This show has been brought to you by sacredapparel.net. sacredapparel.net. Go check my boy Twink out over there, man. He got a sale that's going on right now, and the sale ends at midnight. So go get your tees, go get your hoodies, go get your caps, and all that good stuff. Again, this show has been sponsored and brought to you by sacredapparel.net. You're listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, where we talk about nothing but producer stuff. You dig?
You are listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, the podcast that's strictly for producers.
You're listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, where we talk about nothing but producer stuff. You dig?
Yes, sir. You're listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, man. I'm your boy, Marfamo Beats. Woo! I'm excited, man. I can't believe it. My wife, she always accused me of every birthday I always have this, I didn't think I was going to make a speech. Well, I didn't think we was going to make a speech for the 10th episode, man. I'm telling you, man, I am excited about this, bro. I feel like we are accomplishing something, man. It's like a milestone, especially because, man, my schedule be so busy, man. I'm like, I'm just grateful and thankful that I'm able to be consistent with it, man. I think that's the consistency. Consistency is the key to everything. And I mean, sometimes I get off, I'm off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get lazy, I get slowful and things, man. But I'm trying to, as I get older, I'm trying to get better with those things, man. You know, being disciplined in certain areas and stuff. Yeah, man. So I am excited about that. In producer news, Propellerhead producer, musician, Propellerhead ambassador Justin Williams will be doing a presentation at Sweetwater Gear Fest. That is big, man. My homeboy Justin, he's getting it in. Justin Williams will be doing a presentation. We'll be doing a presentation at the Sweetwater Gear Fest this month on behalf of Propellerhead Software. He will be introducing Reason 9 and showcasing the new features incorporated in his workflow. Man, that is so huge, man. Shout out to my homeboy Justin. for getting it in. I had him on the show last week. If you guys missed it, you can go check that out. He was episode 9, Justin Williams, and we was just talking about his whole journey with Propeller Heads, Reasons. He's part of the Reason gang, you know. And man, we was just talking about it. That's one of the things he said that he couldn't talk about on the air, but I guess they have made it official. So my man is going to be out in Indiana, if I'm not mistaken, at the Sweetwater Gear Fest. Hopefully, definitely he needs to link up with my guy, Israel Music. Israel works for Sweetwater for all of your gear needs. Holler at my boy, Israel Foster, over at sweetwater.com. But anyway, man, my boy Justin, he doing some big things. I am so proud of that young lad. In other producer news, German courts allow music sampling for hip-hop producers. Germany's constitutional court handed a defeat to the electronic music pioneer Kraftwerk on Tuesday, May 31st, 2016, by ruling that a hip-hop artist can sample a 2-second beat from a band's track without infringing copyrights. Now, you can go read the rest of the story over at morphomobeats.com, but boy, I tell you what, man, it's on. I can understand it, but then I'm just like, come on, 2 seconds. Somebody trying to sue somebody for 2 seconds, man, that got to be ridiculous, man. So, shouts out to Kraftwerk over there, man, doing their thing. One of the things that was also in the article too, the judge was just saying, man, like if you take away the element of sampling, you take away that element from hip hop music. Hip hop was the foundation of it. It's sampling. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I know that's a producer dream over in the States. But producers, I mean, me too. You just got to be careful, man. You never know who's listening, man. They will get you down. So, shouts out to Kraftwerk over there, man, being able to get that W. I know they was probably like, man, well, this don't even make no daggone sense. This company trying to sue me for 2 seconds. And you know what? They have the right to do that because it's their music, man. So I got shout out to the judge for handing over that defeat to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the judge probably, he probably from the hip-hop era, so, man, maybe he get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, and I want to say congratulations to Kenny Buttons. He's a producer. He has a kit called the Kenny Buttons Voice of Reason. That's also exclusively over at maschinemasters.com. Man, he took home the win at the iStandard Beat Showcase. I don't know what city it was. I think it might have been in New York. Don't quote me on it. But anyway, he won yesterday. So, man, shouts out to Kenny. Proud of him. He has a dope kit. You need to go check that out. Again, it's exclusively over at machine.com. And that's your news for today. In a few minutes, I'm going to have my boy Blass on the line, and we're going to get it in, and we're going to talk about some Machine Master stuff. You're listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, where we talk about nothing but producer stuff. You dig?
You are listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, the podcast that's strictly for producers.
This show has been brought to you by SacredApparel.net. The homie Twink and the crew over there are always coming up with the latest fashions. The tees, the hoodies, and the hats. Right now, they got a store-wide sale going on. Everything 20% off. This would be a great time to pick up a hoodie. Everything 40% off. Regular price $40, now they $25 a hoodie. And the dope thing that I like about Sacred Apparel, they got tees for the big homies. So go check them out, sacredapparel.net, a clothing store for the ladies and gentlemen that choose to live sacred. You dig? Are you a producer or artist that is lacking confidence in your music? Well, now you can get your music critiqued by an industry vet. The Amazing Beat Critique by producer vet, The Amazing SB. Get your one-on-one video consultation via Skype or FaceTime. Submit 3 beats or 3 songs, and he will provide feedback and any questions that you may have pertaining to your music or the industry. So contact The Amazing SB today at amazingbeatcritique@gmail.com. Again, that's amazingbeatcritique@gmail.com. Contact him and book your session today. Are you working on a project and you're looking for your next banger? Well, check out the team over at soundhbeats.com. Looking for a variety of production? Well, the homie Ray and the crew over there can take care of all of your musical needs. They got exclusives, leases, and they got a clearance sale over there. Are you an artist on a budget? Well, now they are offering bulk discount prices on their lease beats. So what you waiting on? Head on over to soundhbeats.com and pick up your banger today. Christian music, all heart, soundhbeats.com.
You're listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, where we talk about nothing but producer stuff. You dig?
Yeah. You're listening to the ShowLab Producer Podcast, man. I'm your boy, Marfamo Beats, man. And I got a special guest, a dude that I have been admiring and following for a good minute. He is the co-founder of maschinemasters.com, and he is the man behind the Ghetto Gospels 1, 2, 3, 4, and hopefully he gonna tell us some information about 5. Let's welcome my homeboy Billy Blass to the show. What up, dog?
What's up, man? What's going on, brother?
I'm well, man. How you doing today, doc?
I'm good, man. Good. Everything good, man.
No
How
doubt.
You?
I'm good, man. I feel this is a special show. I'm glad I was able to have you on for the 10th episode. You dig?
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. And first and foremost, man, I appreciate you and AG, the unknown guy, AG. Shouts out to AG for letting me be a part of what you guys are doing, man. I was telling AG today, man, that I am just. I appreciate you guys just, taking a shot on a brother. I was a fan. I was a fan before I became a part of the team. So it is an honor to be working side by side with you guys, and man, and what you guys are doing for the producer community, Machine Masters, the machines, the MPC Renaissance, and all that good stuff, man. I'm grateful to be a part, man. Before we get into what we talking about, bro, tell the people who you are and what you do and all that good stuff.
First and foremost, man, I want to say, thank you for the words, and glad to have you working with us. You feel me?
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Well, Billy Blass, co-owner of Machine Masters. We've been out here just rocking and rolling, doing a lot of things for the production community.
Right.
And making things happen, man.
No doubt, man. How did Machine Masters come into to fruition, man? How did it all start, bro?
It started off of a internet relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like me and AG met up on the internet.
Right.
And then we started politicking with each other on the internet. We came up with an idea for a production company, like minds think alike.
Right.
So then we came up with the concept of Machine Masters and built it from an email list. So we just started, but he was prior to that though. AG was doing tutorials already on YouTube.
Right.
And I was in the same lane of doing that. So then we crossed paths. and then we built it from there. Started from an email list, and then everything went from there. Then we came up with the concept of Machine Masters and the website, and Sample Pack Saturdays. 3 years later, here we go, still strong, rocking and rolling.
Wow, man, that's crazy, man. You know, I guess just as we talking about how it started out, man, how I encountered you guys. I seen the album cover. I seen the kit cover of the Ghetto Gospels, like the dude with the ski mask on in the church.
Yeah.
I said, man, now who is crazy enough to do that? But I was so intrigued, and I was like, dang, man, I got to see what this was. So what I did, I think Hellfire, shout out to Hellfire from maschinemasters.com, man.
Yeah, salute to Hellfire.
Yeah, man, he did the review. So what happened, once I seen the cover of the kit, I said, well, man, I got to dig a little deeper. So Hellfire he was doing the reviews, and I was like, oh my gosh, this dude got all. I'm trying. Look now, and I'm gonna have an honest and transparent moment with you now. I don't want to start this relationship. I don't want to start this friendship in this teamworkship without me just being real with you. When Hellfire was doing the review, I'm trying to, you got the apps where you can put up to the speaker, you know what I'm saying, to see if it can detect, because the samples were so cold. And I said,
right,
let me see if I can find these samples myself. And I come to find out I didn't have much success. So I just said, you know what? I got to buy these mugs. And I bought that first one, and I fell in love. Then you came out with the second one. I fell in love. You came out with the third one. I fell in love. And then you came out with the fourth one. I was just done. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about the ghetto gospel samples. We're talking about the ghetto gospel samples that are exclusively over at maschinemasters.com. Maschinemasters.com. You need to go get those joints. They are crazy. And so that was my first encounter with you guys, man. And I have been a fan ever since, man. And and I guess with that being said, now you guys y'all gaining some traction. Did y'all think that it was going to be as big as y'all thought it was going to be, bro? Because I mean, right now, man, we are, and shouts out to everybody that's following Machine Masters on IG. We over 50,000 followers. You dig? Did y'all think that it would be that big, dog?
Nah, honestly, it was an idea. It's something that we do. You know what I mean? And when it comes from a vantage point of something that you do and enjoy, you don't really look like there's no ceiling to that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And even where we are right now, we're grateful to be where we are right now, but there's still a lot more work and there's still a lot more ground to cover.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it wasn't like, yo, we're going to be doing this or this is we always have those, those visions, you know what I'm saying, of this is where we can be. Right. You know what I mean? But during the process of it is all organic. You know what I'm saying? So it's always, it's like we don't be like, yo, we're going to do this. We're going to do this way. And this is a point that we got to be at this point in time. Right. I mean, with those visions, we have those visions set. You know what I'm saying? We have those visions set, but things always happen and change and move. So we move with it. You know what I'm saying? As the time keeps going, we change with the time.
Wow. That's crazy, man. So somebody listening to the podcast, first time listening to it, when they go to machinemasters.com, what can they expect? What do machinemasters.com have to offer the typical producer?
We have courses on how to use the equipment. We have courses on how to use the equipment that you have. Sample pack. We have sample pack Saturdays, drum kits. drum kits, tutorials that are not on YouTube.
Right.
Drum kits that are not on YouTube. A production community. It's a community. It's not fly by night. There's constant communication with the community. It's every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you become part of a community.
Yes.
So it's not here today and then gone tomorrow.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's
Right.
always constant. It's always constant communication, and that's something that I think that's really missing, and that we fill that void because you might learn something today. Somebody might show you something today, and then tomorrow you don't see them anymore, or you don't get that same information. But
Right.
with Machine Masters, you constantly getting that information.
Right.
So it's a community. It's a community that you'll be involved in. That's what I think that we bring, and it's totally different than what's going on out here.
Right. And man, and B, that is so true, dog, because even before I became a part, man, one thing that stood out to me that I thought was so stand up about you and AG is that when I would DM you guys, y'all would actually respond. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna say no names about no other sites that I have bought kits from. I ain't gonna say their name. I just won't do it, dog. I would not put them out there. But I have bought kits from other sites, and simple questions that I'm not naive, and I'm not to the point where I don't understand dudes are busy, but the thing that make Machine Masters, that makes you and AG stand out, dog, is that y'all are reachable, and you guys actually will respond to somebody, bro. So and I had no idea that I would actually be a part of what you guys were doing, but that made me more of a fan of the site for the simple fact that if I had a question, y'all would email us back, and you're right. Y'all are we are the epitome of what you call community in the producer arena, man. So I've always admired that about you guys, man. Just responding, bro, and as big as you guys are, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
you can't build a community without communication.
Man. I'm gonna cut the music. Please say that again.
You can't build a community without communication.
You can't. It is impossible to do. You cannot do that, dog. You cannot do it, bro. So that's definitely something that stood out for me.
Definitely.
as a producer, bro. Man, let's get into these kits. Man. I know in the beginning you were saying that it kind of just started out with AG doing tutorials and stuff. But how did y'all get into the sample kits and the drum kits part of the website? How did that come about?
That came about as a move. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that it was flowing. And then once we realized that was a lane that wasn't filled,
right?
Then we got in it. There were people and other outfits that we were working with,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Until it came to a point where we were building relationships on our own,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And building relationships organically with up and coming producers and people that are not really, you know what I mean? Not we'll say, not to say like famous or like super producers, because we do have those relationships, but there's other people out there, and there's other artists and producers out there that also have a lot of talent. So we started from there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Building relationships, and then putting out kits on our own, and putting out kits with other outfits and other producers and all that. Then we started moving from there, and here we go. We have an entity. We have a lane that we in.
Right.
maschinemasters.com. If you come there, you get the dope kits. It was being quoted, if I'm not mistaken, that Machine Masters are the people's champ.
Yes. That should be the slogan. Machine Masters is the people champ. And dog, I'm gonna say this, and this is real talk. Ever since I started buying kits, I stopped buying kits from other sites because y'all literally became the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't go to other sites. And don't talk about when y'all mess around and do a sale. Boy, I was racking up. You dig?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. It's quality.
Yes, dog.
That, you know what I'm saying? It's quality, man, and we provide quality content.
Right. And you know, and another thing too, man, the reviews makes that made you want to go out and buy them. You know, I even see now,
Big
man,
difference, right?
As even me, being a part of the review team of it, man, and you go back and you see the comments and dudes be like, "Oh man, I'm gonna check this joint out. Oh man, I bought this kit today, man. I can't wait till I get home to check it out, man." And even for myself, because of how Hellfire was breaking them joints down, man, it made me want to go out and check this kit out for myself, man. So you definitely the people's champ, dog. For real.
That's what's even Hellfire. If y'all go out and get that if you don't have it. Machine Masters, the UAD analog drum kit.
Yeah. Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Yes, it is, man. I got that kit, and when I use the Beatmaker app. I mapped the whole kit out. I took the MPC file folder that Hellfire had in there, and the Beatmaker app. I tell you, dog, they must have mimicked the MPC because every wave filled up each bank on this Beatmaker joint. You know what I'm saying? So I got my own special UAD analog drum kit file for Beatmaker.
Oh, for the Beatmaker?
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah. Shout out to Beatmaker. That app is crazy.
Yeah, man, it is crazy, bro. Man, I want to share this story before I go on to my next question.
Okay.
When I was when I hit AG a while back. Well, a couple of before I came a part of the team. I hit AG asking him about a kit. So he sent me the information back and he was like, "Yo, man," and he was like, "Hey, bro, I see you come to the site a lot. Would you love to be a part of what we're doing?" I was like, "Heck yeah!" You know what I'm saying? Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do, and I'm on it. So I guess we made the initial talk, had the first initial talk on the phone, but he was telling me that he had been, you guys had been familiar with me, and I know you have because, I always try to make sure I would tag you guys. But he told me something that I thought was funny. He was like, "Man, I used to always see you and you email me, but I couldn't put my finger on you. I just couldn't figure you out." You know what I'm saying? I didn't know where you was coming from. And I thought it was funny, but it spoke a lot about AG. What that told me in those words, that this dude really likes to have, he likes relationship building. It spoke volume about you guys, bro, that, you know what, y'all really have this, the people that y'all encounter, y'all have a relationship with each other.
Yeah, it has to be real.
Yeah, man. And I'm telling you, man, I think I've been saying that for years and years, that as a producer, as a musician, you have to establish real good relationships, especially if you want to continue to be working, let alone.
Yeah, that's important. That's important, man.
Man, I tell you,
that's important.
Dog, if I wouldn't have like my regulars that's always working on music, man, I wouldn't be able to survive without them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, and I can just imagine, that's the importance of, what you guys doing, engaging the community, you know what I'm saying? Being active and stuff to keep the people coming back.
Right, and that's the importance of communication.
Right. Again,
you know what I'm saying? That's the importance of communication, man. And we built a strong, solid community from that. Right.
Yes, no doubt, man. What is moving forward? What is the future for maschinemasters.com, bro? I know there's probably some things you can't share, but just on some general stuff, what can the listeners that are intrigued about this podcast, what can they be looking for in the future of maschinemasters.com?
We have some we have some dope sound designers that we working with.
Yes.
We have some dope sound designers. It's a lot of dope. Like, without going too far into it, like, it's a lot of dope product that's coming.
Yes.
It's a lot of dope product that's coming, and content-wise, the people are checking out. We in the mixing courses. We in the mixing courses, which that is taking off.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I can say. This is what the future does hold.
Okay.
Is that we come into a stage. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna still be on the internet, but we're gonna come from the internet or for the internet onto a stage in a few different places.
Woo.
Just like you've seen in Texas at the beat camp. You know, we had to stand in the beat camp, which you was there. You know what I mean? Salute to you for that, which was dope. But we got some things in the works where we're gonna start spreading out. We're gonna start spreading out a little more, covering a lot more ground.
Right. And dog, let me tell you, bro. And since you mentioned Beat Camp Dallas, man, dog, I was telling AG that you right. Without saying a whole bunch, we're coming to the stage. That is a lane that we definitely gonna move in, dog. It's so crazy. You know, even after the breakout sessions, man, you know, I look up, man, the table are crowded. But this is the thing. A lot of people that came to the table, they were members of Machine Masters already.
Right.
You know,
and that's the beautiful part. And also, and even with that being said,
yes.
And even with that being said,
yeah,
with the cameras, we moving around with the cameras, with the on the spot sessions.
Oh my gosh! Let's talk about the on the spot session. Let's talk about it, bro. How did that even come about? How that even started?
From an idea. Why are we not seeing any of these producers, like, actually, you know what I'm saying? Why there are no producers that we know that we work with or that are coming up, or even producers that are already doing their thing? Why are we not seeing them? You know what I'm saying? Producing live. And with that being said, we have the content for the producers. So here, this is what we do. We build a relationship with the producers. We send them the content, and then they have an opportunity to produce right there with the artists that they work with. And then we market and promote it just as well with the artist. So, you know, one hand washes the other. One hand washes the other. Both hands wash the face. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's right. And look, and here we go with on the spot.
That's right. And look, you know, dude, look, somebody sent a tweet out. They said, no on the spot. No Russian roulette, no mass appeal.
Hey, listen, man. Yo, you know that's the that's the public, man. You know what I mean? Woo. That's the public, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but that goes to show you how many people be tuning in. Because, you know, I asked AG. I said, dog, no on the spot today. I texted him. I said, "What's up, man? It's Thursday. Where is it?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for those that don't know, man, we just closed out a season. So
we closed out the season. Yeah,
we closed out the season. So we starting up. We coming back soon. So just hold your horses. We coming back with that heat. You dig?
Yeah, next season in the works as it is.
Yes.
But so, you know, that's just that's the public, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the public, man. Only thing we do is we keep moving and do what we do.
Yes, that's it, man.
It's good it's very good to be, you know, appreciated though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yes, it definitely is.
It's very good to be appreciated, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, man. Man, so I'm don't even look at me as a team member right now. I'm just a fan of the samples. Where's GG5? Where is it? We wait.
It's on the way.
We wait.
GG5 is very, very close. Like for real, like you're gonna start seeing some. You're gonna start seeing some promotion for it. It's very, very close.
Man, hey, bro, you changed the sample game with the ghetto gospels, bro. You changed.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like it's a lot more. It's a lot more original content.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot more. Excuse me. It's a lot more original content in the joint. So that's what I think is going to be. It's going to be really dope about it.
Right.
But with the samples is something that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Samples is something that I do. Like the Sample Pack Saturdays.
Right.
Sample Pack Saturdays. You know what I mean? We're 192 weeks strong right now.
Yes. Shout out to the 192 weeks. Golly.
Sample Pack Saturdays, maschinemasters.com. Sample Pack Saturdays. 192 weeks strong.
Wow.
We never use the same samples twice.
Wow. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy, man. And I mean, again, that just shows the consistency. The consistency of
consistency and the dedication,
and the dedication, man, to put those mugs out every Saturday morning,
and also the commitment.
Yeah, the commitment
is what's important, man. You know what I'm saying? The commitment is important. You know, overnight.
Yeah, man. So we talked about the kits. We talked about the tutorials. We talked about the sample Saturdays. For the producer that is listening, and he still may be questioning, man, why? Man, I hear all that, but why should I sign up? Why should they sign up, B?
When you're sitting in front of that machine, that piece of equipment that you're using, and you don't know what to do, the place to go to learn it from is maschinemasters.com, because you're going to get in-depth details on how to use your equipment.
Right.
And it's not the we are hip hop. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the average person that's sitting in front of their equipment right now wants to know how to chop a sample.
Right.
But they don't want to know how to chop a sample like TikTok.
Right.
1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They want to know how to have it swing and all of that. And there's a certain thing that you have to have in order to know that, and that's what we have. We have that.
Right.
Machine Masters has that. What you looking for? That's what we have. You in chopping samples and how to create the tracks from the ground up, using whichever piece of equipment that it is that you're using.
Yes. And man, and for those that are listening, yes, the name is Machine Masters, but we do tutorials on the Renaissance. We do tutorials on Ableton.
Yeah, on the MPC Ableton.
On the MPC. Hopefully in maybe the next couple of weeks ago, man, we'll have some tutorials for the Beatmaker app, man. So it's just more, you get a whole bunch for your membership. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the monthly membership, man, I think it's $9.99, but then if I'm not mistaken, then it's like $19 for the masters. You know, you're getting a lot for the amount of money that you're paying. And $20 ain't a lot for all the knowledge and all the work. You know, I just got into the MPC tutorial Hellfire you've been doing, and I'm like, man, this is a lot of information.
Yeah, it's very in depth. Yeah, it's very in depth.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's very in depth.
Yeah.
And Hellfire is your producer's producer.
Yes, he is.
You know what I'm saying? So you getting it from that vein.
Yes, definitely. Shouts out to Hellfire, man. I know
salute to Hellfire.